this.
Actually, Secret giving up a lot of space on A side, so whether or not actually Dubstep will be rewarded, there's Nats removed. First piece off the board here. Actually, Shados will respond. Gambit will get the plant though. Wits here is actually going to try and get ahead of the curve here. He will find a kill as well. Chronicle will fall.
Lovely timing with the drone coming out as well, just working in unison, and Wits is putting on a show already, down to Defo and Redgar. Spike is down, but so is the defuse coming in halfway, now achieved. Jesse on the swing, and Redgar, he ain't got nothing to say. Team Secret are going to get pumped up, and the reason I'm excited, and the reason that I'm going to push this above where I normally would, he's done well enough to do a bit of damage, but that doesn't matter, the round is theirs.
Performances, but all that thought for the time being is the wall will be invested here on default. Shados over the top first, but Redgar will fall.
This is damage. This is a lot of damage.
It's looking
still finding
yeah.
Shados. This is down to 2. Chronicle and Defo, this would be the rude awakening. This is the danger round to start with, really. But there's Defo trying to kind of keep control, the safe pair of hands. But the rifle still into Spencer's hand. Keep that in the back of your minds. A tap on the spike brings Chronicle in for the swing. Wits finds one. Oh my word! They've done it. They've converted the bonus with proactive play, taking space. All the things we outline, Hypoc. This is like a caster's dream. I can't stress it enough. Dubstep, though, instantly going to pop the knives, head on down towards mid-confidence, now starting to boom, and maybe not so rightly so. Defo just swats him out the air, a comfortable pickup for him there. Spike now down, and this is the rude awakening. Welcome to the Iron Giant of Gambit. They don't need the full buy right now. They're happy enough to meet you in this kind of unorthodox play style.
Poison's off.
Sure, actually a couple of weird head-to-heads here. Borkun will fall, but actually Wits gets together a Nats up in kitchen here. Could be an opportunity. It's 2v4. Again, look for a way back in here. You're going to find Defo as well, so Shados, got to be careful. Jesse back on his feet now as well.
Yeah, but time, it's a huge factor in this. They really need to get going if they want to chance in it, and that's going to be a big denial by Shados. Now down to 1. The last 2 do look a little weaker around the edges, but the time is everything in this matter. Spencer tries to do what he can. Yes, he'll clean up the frags, but the round will be Gambit's.
Everybody
Don has to slip away, and Jesse's found Defo. And again, this gives away the game. They've got to know this is either a mid or an A piece because they still have that player pushed up towards B long. And this is beautiful work from Team Secret. I can't stress it enough. Nats, yes, does slip the net. He does find one, and there's still fire in the belly. But it is a 3v2. The weaponry's still superior for Gambit as well. Ult now invested too, but Dubstep finds Chronicle, and Nats now once again on the island. Gets himself a way forward, finds one, dips back in. He might have noted another. He's got to know what's going on here. Tries to go for the jump peek, needs to swing it. The swing ain't good enough. Dubstep finds him. Op still remains.
They're the big thing to change the pace for Secret from what we saw. Jesse with a clean little tap at
that was real nice. That was real nice.
Only just caught that one on the replay,
absolute
but this operator purchase kind of changes the outlook, like I said, from the offset in this round. And Gambit
again watching the flank, but they have very little idea of what's behind the curtain.
But this is the thing though, with Nats positioned here, I don't think Secret go near him again for another few rounds.
No, they don't need to.
They want to leave that paranoia. Actually, as I say that, Shados will find an opening. Jesse falls. Gambit again. We'll pause for a moment. See if there's any pivot back on the side. As Redgar finds a fantastic kill though.
That is the Gambit you need. Fight as the collective. They managed to dissemble that pretty heavy.
Straight away, Wits is going to back away deep towards the left side of Rafters, at least looking
that's different.
Dubstep will find this pick again.
But Nats was... Wait, he was a bit more proactive this time. Nats was a little...
Tube with this wall once again.
Wow, okay, this is where things go different because Nats was pretty much the saving grace of the back line. However, this time, Team Secret hit these rotations a little bit better, a little bit quicker, a little bit more prepared. And Gambit are in pieces at 6-1.
Will be called upon.
But he's meant to be made for this, right? But they've read him so well.
Like a book. Like a book.
They bought the limited edition, the collector's edition. They got all the artwork and everything, mate. They've got it all. But this isn't enough. They now know everything. Oh, it's all been given away! Team Secret! They have read every single secret the Gambit may think they have. Any card up the sleeve has been ripped down as now Defo and Chronicle like, wait, what? We were holding a default and now we're just getting wrapped in on as well. The book's being shut. This round's done for. I am taken aback by Team Secret right now.
It is, and the problem is that every round looks like a new set of obstacles for Gambit to overcome.
Yes.
This is the first time Borkum's been called upon on B main. He goes huge. He slips underneath the drone there and was rewarded with 2 kills on Chronicle. One consolation, but dubstep again.
And somewhat like this, though, you look at, so I guess Sentinels is the prime example. Someone like Heretics, you look across the regions. However, for now, it looks like a quicker lean towards that A site. And once again, a great deal of Secrets players are here on that other side. 3, heavy lean, mid take, ultimate down. Defo with a quick dismantling, though, as 2 fall in back-to-back succession, as Dispenser is now needed. And Shados with a peek on that. They look, I'm going to be honest, they look pissed at this. They look angry.
These are tilt peaks. These are kind of, that arrogance kind of comes into it in terms of the play style here. Upstep, operator on rafters. Trying to swing out here. Shados again, still trying to apply the pressure here. We'll find Jesse. 3 members left of Secret here, and that's 2 snake bites, but actually Defo will fall here. Shados again will find another. See Nats up there on the X-ray. And now I think Gambit going to try and slow things down, but Shados now is 4th on the round, Lauren. Dubstep, you have to consider saving that operator, but Shados close enough. It could be the ace here. It could be absolutely what the doctor ordered for Gambit.
Someone who enjoys Gambit's playstyle, I wish this wasn't an ace that got them the round under the belt. Because how do you address it then going forward? Oh, just do that again.
Yeah, Shados, do you want to walk into A again?
Just ace.
Yeah.
Like, if it gets your players pumped up, if it gets their mentality, confirmation all they've really had is Chronicle and I guess Shados in that regard. Now with the ult invested, that does change the dynamic. They need to kind of invest in this, and that's maybe what they have! Oh, dubstep from up above! Rains hell upon Defo, and now the spike's been denied, at least for the plant. Dispenser plays back in, and they've come and found the pace they needed. Witz holds his nerve, and it's Chronicle. All down to you now. What are you doing for us? Ooh. Pretty much dealt with him. What a player to find.
Especially with the last few rounds he had on attack as well. Dispenser actually going to throw up the wall here. It's going to split Defo away. Ooh. Again, actually Defo finds both here. Find a third. He's going to re-explore towards B main. Actually will find it.
Yeah, this man's on a mission, and if it ain't going to be Shados, it'll be him. Defo's still going to be doing what he can. He's got the boys by his side. Do they overdo this? No, not for now. It is just dubstep. Left in, what, a 1v3. Spike down, basically, in Narnia. He's going to have to find a wardrobe to just jump through or something at this point. And already the owl drone. Can he dip around it? Let's see if he can do some dodge. Yes, beautiful. Oh. There we go. It was a lovely attempt. And now there's a whole lot of players looking your way. Gambit strike back hard in the first round, thanks to pretty much one man.
It'd be good to kind of, I guess, have expectations of how Gambit are going to approach the first few rounds here, but in my eyes, I'm looking towards Gambit to not necessarily be aggressive, at least be proactive, right? Be ready to stand toe-to-toe with Secret.
Shados gets that first contact, can confirm attendance. Defo catches dubstep, and this is going to be comfortable for them so far. Bear in mind, it's classics, and I think maybe a Sheriff and a Marshall is it. So nothing too much to worry about. Gambit, though, will be happy with this, as this should be time for them to just close that gap. Get back in the game, start feeling the game out. You don't have to rush it, but you do want to close that gap.
Absolutely, and these are the ones that ultimately want to make it comfortable. Not so comfortable, but it will only be one more, and that's will fall, but will log across. It looks like he's considering that. But a nice round from him nonetheless.
And Defo's coming in pretty nice at this point, actually. A couple of rounds, right?
Yeah, and again, another player for Defo and Shados hit this rotation, so cautious that Secret were spread a little thin here, but dubstep find Redgar as well. Again, at this point, just look for Gambit to do some damage. Remove some of these weapons.
It's all rifles. If they can do something to do that, that'd be pretty dreamy at this point. Obviously, you're looking for normally like 3 to kind of force that reinvestment to be a little bit more labored. But at this point, you'll take anything you can get. For now, a tap on the spike is the beginner. No one massively swinging off the back. They can kind of maybe hazard a guess that it's not going to be stuck at this point. Dubstep waits. There it is. There's one in unison with the other. Maybe didn't need that overstep there, but it will be 4 alive. Spike down. 1 rifle lost, but it's not the end of the world as Dubstep's pretty close to the play. On this, he wants the fight, and they're going to just falter for a second. Takes one, backs it, but it's Witz with the trade. That's now up, lost in the sight as well. Shados, he's actually going to spin up towards heaven. He wants to get there quick, but there's a player lingering just down below. Going to take that space and take site control. Spike should be able to be planted. I don't think anything's going to deny that now. And now we're in the post plant.
Actually, you got 2 members of Gambit actually walking towards the back lines here. Redgar and Nats. Potentially Nicely challenged. Dubstep in his position, but he finds the first headshot now.
Look at the
Redgar
damage.
solo HP.
Look at the damage on him. Dubstep did so much on the first peak. The second almost felt like a given. Shados and Chronicle's 5 HP. Get out of there. You know you're going to have to. 5 HP is not enough to be lingering around on you. You want to keep these rifles. You want to give yourself the best chance going forward. He needs to quietly back away to not give away audio cues or anything else. But, well, can we just take a second to appreciate this? Team Secret just went, do you remember those 8 hits you were doing to us? Mate, we can do them too. Yeah. That's crazy.
And the difference being, again, it's that double duelist setup on the side of Gambit, so it's...
Wait, they've lost both of the rifles.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's getting a little awkward. They find it with the operator there. In a round like this, again, you can't really argue that the Secret can repeat this over and over because they had the res here. They forced Defo off that initial angle, right? Which is the scariest in any round.
That is.
In any round, it's where's that operator? You find it? Okay, cool. The emphasis then becomes on where's Shados playing.
Too overzealous, but right now he is needed.
But again, though, the adjustment here, Redgar's here to kind of slow down these hits from Secret, but it's not going to do anything. No, Shados and Redgar fall immediately.
Michael, what are you doing? Oh, okay, he's doing that. Takes one and now slips away into the night. Tries to back away and not overstep. I got a little worried if he was on his own trying to make moves, but the spike's going down. Can't deny it. And now into the post-plant 3v3.
Spencer here, have a little peek through, and actually we'll find it. Secret are just hitting everything right now. Therefore, on the way back in, we'll find Wits. 2v2 presented here.
Nats on the drop down, clears below, but not completely. Does find Spencer, tries to find the next step, but Jesse playing to just deny this step out. Does spot at least one. Finds Defo now knows what's up. Again, get your gun out, Jesse. Here we go. It's 12 on the board. Team Secret tearing down Gambit. I can't actually question what they're doing here.
You can't, and actually on the flip side of that, like I said, Gambit, they make this adjustment here. They try and send Redgar over, swapping out Defo towards B, potentially towards mid elsewhere. Jesse comes up huge to the Red Bull clutch, but I mean, Gambit, like I said here, this cut and dry piece towards B. Nat's still alive, one away from the Viper's pit. Now, reactionary ultimate potential here if he can find this first kill.
30 seconds left.
See here if he's checked upon.
Welcome to my world.
Ult invested. Shados on top. Gets a fight, loses it. Dubstep gets him. We're down to 3. Spike goes in. First fight comes out. Nat's going to pick up the pace. Going to pick up 2 bodies on the way as well, but loses his life. Red's now invested as well, coming out from Dispenser. Going to get that Viper back on their feet, but now we do have a little bit of a scrappy battle, to say the least. Defo and Redgar, what can you do, though, to break those back lines, to get back into this one? That spike is ticking away as Redgar going to lean a little further forward. Does isolate Dispenser, forces the swing out of 1. Trade comes out. It's going to be down to just Jesse again, up against Defo. But the spike, the time is still so favorable here towards Secret. Time being bought. Players being toyed with. Jesse, all he's got to do is play this correctly. Backs away, buys some time. He's breaking Defo's heart. He can't do anything about it. He knows it's done. Give it up. Game 1, map 1. Team Secret off to an incredible start.
I'm at a loss here for words.
A moment or a second of doubt, but already initial exchange through middle, and this is deathmatchy between the two, and it is going to be taking chunks out of each other. Losing our wits, though, might take away a little bit of that instigation, ability to maybe find information later down the line, but already it's going to be this B piece. They've got to know that a mile away. So Spike should be going down now. Not going to be denied at this point. A little bit of chip damage on the way out for Redgar.
Poison's off.
Yeah, actually, Chronicle did find Dubstep as well. That was after that turret was dropped. Now, Borku drifting through elbow. He'll look towards him to remove that piece from B main here as Jesse, a real entryway back here, and Chronicle still stands strong. We'll find his second now. Dispenser solo HP. Jesse falls and cleaned up nicely. Chronicle actually finding his third on the round there towards the end, and they try and follow up on that.
Enemy mark.
And I do want to see more of that. I do want to see them keep that sort of presence up, keep playing like they're not the underdog, which at this point they're not looking so much like, but
Actually, be a flawless round victory there. Prime Gaming flawless. Again, no respect even there to the recon bolt used in halls. Force their way through. Nats again. Similar
Frost still sitting towards main, needs to make its way through, but they haven't really gotten that pick on the way into sight, so this is still pretty rough around the edge. Dispenser connecting out of nowhere. Nats gets beheaded, and now the Spike has made its way through. Flash comes in, Spike goes down, and Dispenser needs to be careful. 7 HP needs some backup now.
Jesse, yeah, got out of no man's land there. Defo and Redguard both find kills. Dubstep will respond with 2 though.
Man, gets pinched on though with Shados right there, and you had the window player as well. Tricky to work out from a 2v2 post plant though. Chronicle still stands back towards side. Gambit. Steady the nerves after a shaky map. 1, that's 3 now.
And that first ultimate cycle just about coming online now again. Towards the lockdown. Ryan's going to be, his eyes peeled for how Gambit are going to utilize that, but I just saw Nats one away from the Viper's pit again.
Cool, bit of a slap in the face. It's Team Secret forcing this level out of Gambit right now. Dubstep unable to find much here. That's Shados with a belting start. Defo's already started his proposition towards the site. Chasing him down. There it is. And Defo, yeah, comfy stuff. This is again, though, a poor purchase because the money, well, it's just been ripped away. Look how clean these rounds have been. It's a Prime Gaming flawless, and a lot of these rounds have been leaning that way. Yeah. Yep.
How much we read into that here? Again, I'm looking towards Secret to make a visible adjustment here. But again, Step forced off that attempt at least.
God, look at the pressure on him.
Yeah.
It's the dart at the start, it's the flash on the back, it's everything poured down. Defo just puts his body on the line, and this is brutal down middle. Yes, a little bit of a trade finally goes in favor, and Chronicle's position is noted, but it is still a 2v2. What do we have left? Okay, he's
Called
back
back
on
by Dispenser here, but again, the condition here is Gambit getting to sight, because this Viper Spear makes it so difficult for Secret to fight back in.
Spike planted.
But Dispenser's holding decent sight control. That's huge. Finding Chronicle on the way out is massive, but 8 seconds. What do you do with it? Nat's still alive on the side, gets bought some time. Ult now invested. They know where Nats is. The spray comes through. They're trying to do everything they can. Lockdown's removed, and so is this safety net. Invests the utility, hoping to buy some time for himself a little bit of freedom. A 1v1, and he gets it. Utility towards the side, gonna burn away. There's nothing more to be done. Nats keeps his cool. Gets himself a Red Bull clutch.
Flanking again. I'm not sure exactly what the signal was that changed there. Defo again charging down that kill in towards Nest as well onto Jesse. Quite cool. Actually readjusting there. And a rare sighting, a smiling light.
But credit to Secret for coming in so well prepared on map 1 and made it something other than this. 7-0 so far. Gambit going to make themselves look a little more prepared in these scenarios, a little bit more well-versed in this. And as said, the purchase is phenomenal in comparison to a bit of a shaky buy coming out from Secret. Maybe there's a little life in this round. Maybe a little bit of a buffer could be made out of this half. But Nat's still trying to find that timing in middle. Can he get in there in time? No. Has to respect it for now. But a 1-point trade out towards the site leaves Nats in a 1v2. Gonna find one, but the one player is so close, just below him. Wilkins waiting patiently. He wants to push up on this. He wants to get the fight, and Nats does not care for what you want. He wants another round and another clutch for the man himself.
8 rounds up now. Secret yet to get on the board. And again, I gotta say, you come away from watching so many series of Gambit, and there's so many rounds you can just look at and go, there's nothing really special there. There was a new Dispenser with a Marshall here. Again, he's going to be locked out by this Viper wall straight away. And again, B site on a platter for Gambit.
Nothing slowing them down. Site now taken. Spike carried on through.
Another plant before 115.
Look, if anything, other teams are going to be looking at this going.
Well, you say that. Again, how much is this now going to become the go-to standard for Gambit on Breeze?
Yep.
How much do you read into this?
Yeah, is this their whole new look? Is there something else? Jesse's still going to do some good work there towards Shados, but Shados just walked to wall. So I feel as though you can kind of tell the mentality is confidence aplenty for Gambit when you're 9-0 up. Let's see if there's any legs to this retake. Dubstep. A little bit better equipped, but Chronicle is spicy today, and it's looking easy work for Gambit this time. Double digits down the board, 10-0.
To Breeze, call it map diff, however you want to look at this here. Just not seeing the same approach to some of these rounds. And again, honestly, you've got to condition Secret now to say, guys, okay, last round, let's not leave B wide open at least. Again, at that point, you kind of look towards Dispenser.
But couldn't quite follow through with the finisher. However, let's see if the approach still works on this side. Dubstep does actually greet Defo this time. Finally, an initial trade and no answer back instantaneously. This is a good beginning. But look at the answer from Gambit. It is swift. And it's sharp as ever.
Again, now they've drawn blood. They can sit back, wait for that toxin to rebuild. One tripwire to deal with, and again, I don't think that camera will see over the wall here. Chronicle actually throw the lockdown in, and that'll clear all of the space underneath Hall. Sort of a pocket to move into, and I dare say anybody from Secret's going to move into that area behind the wall, behind pyramids on a site. Gambit going to have full access here.
No more charges left.
Spencer's at least got himself here at the right time, but he's kind of missed that window where maybe, of course, Shados, but now Spike is down, and it is a 4v2. Decent enough post plants as well.
Spencer's 45 HP, though.
Yeah.
Last player
First fight as well, with Shados joining him towards CT. Spencer does at least take one, but it's a quick trade out, and honestly, it's a quick half.
Shados pinged on the minimap now, but no entry found, and Defo's actually going to be the one to draw first blood. Actually, Witch is going to force his way all the way through here. I don't think Shados is going to note this, but he still wins it.
And again, that door's getting shut in their face at the moment. 3 still standing. They haven't been able to really do much damage just yet. A little bit of play up middle, but Defo still, how is he winning these fights?
player
It is just Jesse, and it's all on Jesse. In a 1v3, it's done. It is the cleanest run imaginable. 13-0.
I mean, again, the cliche call it, that's the way to bounce back, right? After Gambit struggled massively. Again, I think that's fair to say on map 1. Secret absolutely dictated the pace.
Yep.
They set the precedent. Gambit come right back through and just go, no, not letting you do that. Is something to admire. So nearly caught off guard there, but be able to escape away. But Borkum will find Defo, and actually Chronicle as well on the back of that. A little bit of a bait there.
This is actually going really well. Gambit are kind of struggling to break back in on this. All trades effective and all going Secret's way. Maybe a reminder, a confidence builder here for Secret after a pretty rough map 2. And yeah, it's down to Shados. And there it goes. Lovely work from Secret. And the boys are loud. The boys are loud.
Yeah, nobody wants to come through with that, but like I said, once that gets to kind of 8-0, 9-0, it's almost like, okay, guys, let's set our sights on map 3. And again, get themselves on the board nice and early here. That's what you want to see bouncing back in.
Back towards that A site now after holding that default for some time, showing presence across the map. But it seems like short is going to be the destination. Nat's going to be doing what Nats does best, but let's see if he's been read, and he has been. Jesse well positioned, prepared to receive. Does get at least the visual confirmation of that player so close by. Seekers did come through as well, just kind of chasing down the final player, so everyone from Secret is in the right place at the right time. Here we see Shados towards the shower, going to find Borkum, but now it's everyone else who's still alive. Jesse still stands and Dubstep still stands. Seekers on the other side now come through, going to try and isolate, but Jesse finds Chronicle off that spike. Now what more can be done in this though? That off on the way back in is going to be tricky on the retake.
Really looking towards Jesse to get something done here as he comes under pressure. Shados again stuck in this corner until that flash comes back on. Another couple of seconds on that, but Secret making the most of the time here.
That's lovely work from him, still bringing that up to bear, finding Redgar, and now Shados. Flash is there, it's not ideal, that's going to be a halfway defuse. The swing, it's not enough, Jesse! The cornerstone so far for Secret in my eyes. Some of these big rounds he's clutched out on, he's kept them safe.
Enable him, bring him into an advantageous peak outside here. And like I said, Secret making the most of the time. Dubstep walking towards lamps the whole time the Redgar's trying to pressure towards Jesse.
Very good, man. Very good.
Absolutely, yeah, it was very good. That is literally a counterplay there.
Ooh,
and
Jesse!
The one person we're talking about, Jesse's going to find him with the Hunter's Fury. And remove that piece of Gambit's setup. Now,
work their way forward, has to give away so much information getting to this point. Spike can go down potentially. A tap on the spike draws out further utility, but look at the time, down to 20 seconds. And look at the players smothering from every side. A quick TP taken. That's going to be the spike towards the other side now. A couple of other players join in, and Shados tries to catch one of the heels. Oh my word, how's he alive? And the double dip comes
10
back out
seconds
from the
left.
Astra fighting Shados. Redgar and Chronicle now put to work. Ult is online for Chronicle. What can you do with that, though?
Okay, he's stuck on site, not really any possibility to
check
use it.
it.
Borkum. Actually, they're both fine kills. Chronicle finds another one.
No way, Redgar. Oh, Dispenser, well handled. Again, they are maintaining some of this composure in these pressure scenarios because that started to look dicey at the end then.
Gambit to do, right? This Killjoy setup towards Lamps, again, this utility on shore is to stop Nats from moving up behind his wall, making use of his poison orb, which we saw in a previous round where Jesse, I think, actually got the better of him, but I'm loving this so far from Secret. The emphasis on guard at the start, that's to address the default. The second, straight away here, different story for Secret.
Turns a flash, but does not turn away from the pressure mounting towards Long. He's got backup as well. Jesse's by his side. Defo goes down, and more start to pour forward, and Dubstep is doing it to him. And this is Team Secret looking strong right now, not overwhelmed this time. Keep in mind, even on Icebox, the pace change caught him off guard. That was the one get out jail free card for Gambit. This time, it ain't happening.
Again, force by eco rounds, whatever you want to call them on Icebox, where it was just kind of force something, and it caught Secret off guard a couple of times, but let's see it.
Dealt with in the prior one, but this one, they at least have a heftier buy behind it, but Dubstep's still finding success here. Shuts down Chronicle, so keeps that line safe. Showers is still under control, and look at them tucked in here. Gambit trying to find some bit of safety. Wit still wins out as well. Redgar now found down to 3. Defo, Nats, and Shados, what can you do with this one now? You're being surrounded all fronts. KJ ult has come in. So the eviction notice now posted. Nat's going to try and find his way out. Denies the ult. Swings it!
No way, Nats!
Oh, Nats out of nowhere. 3 huge kills. But it's still a 2v3. It ain't over yet. Wits, can you do it? He's found the first step of 2v2, but time is starting to play a factor in Nats. He's slowly working his way around. He's got another. Nats has done it all!
My God. What an insane round from Nats. That was a 3v5, Lauren. Secret looked so good in the first 15 seconds or so of that retake. But Nats, oh my word. What an insane swing out of the Viper's pit here. I can't believe that third kill, Lauren. Effectively stacked up, and he's going to be rewarded for it. Absolutely. Look at this now, and again, it's both extremities, Lauren. It's exactly what you were talking about.
There is at least a trade back, so it's not all for nothing, and he can turn his attention back to this short hit coming in. That's being part of it. Borkum's in trouble now. He's going to have so much attention his way. Too much to handle as Chronicle does find him. And the corner gets cleared. There's now just Jesse, lost alive and a mile away. In 25 seconds, it can leave room for mistakes and errors and things to go astray. Let's see if any of this can be caused, any mayhem made. Jesse's going to kick things off towards Redgar, but there's still 4 to find. It's not going to be easy. And you've still got this concise approach from Gambit, but it's getting down to the wire. 10 seconds now. Nat's still cooking, and Dubstep's made it here in time. Denies the spike plant, and now this is going to be a little bit problematic. 4 seconds. Dispenser just has to play the time here. If he can do it, it'd be perfect. He can't make it work. The Shados is there, and they keep themselves moving in the right direction. Would be a decent switch up if they can keep committing this way.
We'll retrieve that orb in showers. Oh. We're close up here, and actually happy to go all the way out here, but Dispenser actually get damage onto him. Borkum almost bailed out of that situation. Jesse will find a response onto Nats as well.
Jesse always seems good for one with that ult. He's been getting a couple of connections, but there's the answer right back. The pause for Thor works for Gambit. They find 3 to instantly alleviate the pressure that was on that 8 site. Now a quick flash does at least give them a step. And maybe a concept as to where Shados is. The follow-up as well is going to be great. Going to force him away.
1 enemy remaining.
Now they can indeed catch him, as now Shados is your last one alive. 50 seconds, Spike basically as far away as possible, and there's the answer. Jesse is your man to do it. 3 kills on the board. It's CT. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Gun barrels noted. Lovely shot from Jesse. Long presence now.
30 seconds left.
Found at this point, Jesse. Oh, more would have been perfect, but it's Dubstep to find it. Gets Defo, looks towards Long, can't get it. Shados on the trade out, and now into a 2v2. TP taken. Spike down left. Flash is going to connect. Oh, but it connects on both sides. Blinded. As Redgar now in the 1v2. And that Spike is...
No way, Redgar!
My God, Redgar!
Out of nowhere, finds the Red Bull clutch in the final round of the first half. That is one of the most beautiful transfers I think we're going to see all day.
I don't think I can even blame him for trying to just swing that together. I don't know.
No. so they can peel away, which is what we see them doing here. But Defo will be rewarded for that early progress. A scalp claim, Dispenser will fall. But already Secret made moves back towards A.
I love the discipline from them to not over-push that. But let's see what Secret can do now. They've turned their attention towards that A site. You're leaning on through. Defo going to try and catch the cross, but gets the information. Chronicle down low, going to have to try and deal with the pressure, even though he's the walking wounded. Defo still stands his ground, and he actually loses his life for it. Red Guard going to be called upon. TP now taken, and away we go towards that B site. They've actually managed to do this properly. They've really drawn Gambit through a loop.
Dubstep actually will stay inside the TP. We'll get traded out, but now actually Gambit presented a 2v3. Members battered and bruised on the side of Secret, but again, this one stacked against Gambit.
This drop down is going to be tricky. Let's see if they've got any way to facilitate this. Well, that's a
He
bit of
spots the
info.
bow.
Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe he can work out where that crossfire is. He's got one flash to play with, but claims an element, and they're trying to buy it. And here we go, going to block off leaf one side, try and flash through the other. They're on towards the side. Nats finds one. He needs more. He knows where they reside. He knows where they're hiding from him. But it's the spike that's going to be the problem, and it's all down to one. Maybe there's life for them yet. Spraying wildly. He's got Nats down, but now the 1v1. The defuse. Oh, he's kept control of it. That was getting right towards the end of things. That could have spun Gambit's way. They got past the two, and the third was just out of grip.
4 on the round, the Red Bull clutch, get this second half kicked off. And again, Secret, honestly, it takes so long for them to find these kills that I think as soon as they take that TP, they've eaten up enough of the round. At that point, it's like, yeah, actually, we know the rotations come through. We have a wide open B site, and Secret punish. Again, even that situation in the TP, I think, again, with the focus on not wanting
30 seconds left.
to give away that weapon there, Dubstep actually finds the open here. Red Guard will fall. Nats will respond, though. And Secret got to be careful here.
Deploying drone.
Get him worked down. They're being just chipped away at. Dubstep. So I'm going to try and keep CT safe. Spots it. Just a pixel out of place is enough to keep the attention drawn. And Defo's found Dubstep. We're down to 2. Jesse still left loose. Position noted on towards the side. This is getting dangerous. Jesse trying to deal with that player coming through hookah, but it's going to be just down to 1. Borkum, can you do this? Can you keep your team safe? Switch out to the pistol. Is getting closed in on Defo, leaping forward. And Defo doing so much work in Gambit, making Secret work to even get on even footing, which they're not going to get now.
The Bulldog and the Phantom invested there, so it's a costly round 2 here.
Cool. Lovely work. Nice from Defo. So you feel as though Red Guard's going to get impatient, but it's Chronicle to get the first contact and makes light work of Wits. Dips back in. He's not getting much pressure from this. They're just kind of looking hesitant to take the fight. And he actually gets to back away scot-free. More damage being done as well. Oh, this is not looking as nice as I'd like. Rotations now en route. The second layer of that. Is there more to this? Is there something else to be seen here coming out from Secret? Because I hope so. Because as it stands, this is not looking good. This is light work for Gambit as it stands. If this is how it keeps going forward, Dubstep individually works forward. There's nothing to write home about. There's Dispenser.
10 seconds left.
He's on B site. 3 players posted up towards long. This looks like it's going to be bursty off the back of potentially a flash or a little piece of information, but Nats does what Nats does best. Rats it out, and here's the play. He predicts Dubstep getting towards the side, but it's Shados to find Wits. There's the swing from Dubstep. Oh! You can see it across his face. He knows that this is looking like it's starting to be over. The first real nail in the coffin in my eyes. The frustration starting to mount. And yeah, we're getting aggressive, but Dubstep is right there. This is going to be a lot of players. He jumps the corner. It's not great. Nats punishes 2. This is looking like they're losing hope and faith in their own plans. They're losing all of that spark that got us aboard the Secret train. Defo's still got control on this. Has to be a pixel shown. A little unlucky there on almost either side to an extent, but managing to make it away alive on both sides.
The clock to run down. Oh, actually just catches a glimpse here, but Chronicle posted up and actually,
good pick.
Yeah, Defo will be found. Dispenser on the other side.
This is really nice. They've done the push and pull on either side. TP can be taken. They decide to sit towards that A site. Maybe knowing where Chronicle is better. Left. I guess better the devil you know, right? And away we go towards the A site. Fight is so integral, and it could have been something. 20 seconds. Ult now invested. Dispenser, what can you do here? Can you do anything to save your side? A tag taken. And now the 1v2. Nats is in the back lines, and of course he will be the one to take them towards 12. And this could be the downfall of Secret and Gambit ascending to where we expect them to be.
Really not expecting from Secret here, but you question the utility behind it.
I've got
Up actually, Defo will find Warcoom as well, so that's the smoke's removed here. They'll try and cut through the defense here of Gambit. Dubstep will actually find Chronicle. That makes it interesting now.
It does, but it does force Defo's hand, and for now it's looking pretty deadly. Going to try and get away from the KJ. Try and move himself around a little here. Redgar's found a Spencer. This is now looking problematic. Good work comes on in as it's just Dubstep now left in a 1v3 with it all on his shoulders. And it's going to be an uphill battle. He's been shot in the back by Nats. Welcome to playing Gambit. It's 13 to close out here, and I've got to say it. Gambit remembering who they were at the end. These are the boys who wore the crown, who took down the rest of the world.